always been interested in theatrical stuff, and I've never really gotten to do anything like that before.
I thought this was a good opportunity for me to come and sort of test out my acting chops. This is my first real theater experience, and so far it's been quite well. It's been treating me nicely.
It's a fun group of people. You rotate people out from semester to semester, so sometimes you get the same people, you get new people to meet, but we're always generally really welcoming to new people, and that's one thing I like about being around our group.
So with this cast especially, we have a lot of new people, but it's kind of like they've all just folded themselves right on in, and that's nice.
Everyone's just been so kind, so helpful, and just so accepting of newcomers and stuff.
It's interesting because it's a comedy play, but also there's funny scenes in it, but then nothing necessarily turns out as you would expect it. Some things some things don't turn out well in the end, and all's well that ends well is not necessarily a true statement as the title of the play.
I like it because it's kind of weird, because it doesn't really fit into any one genre. It's there are funny parts of it, but it's certainly not, a romantic comedy where you think everybody's going to live happily ever after. You just have to think, oh my God, what are these people's lives going to be like afterwards?
I like how this one has very comedic elements, and it also has very heartfelt elements, such as all the moments with the Countess, basically.
I am gonna have to talk about my virginity in front of my grandmother, who's like 80 years old, so that's fantastic.
It doesn't get nearly as enough love as I think it should. It's quite a funny play, and has a lot of good jokes in it, a lot of good tasty drama within it.
Well, I think what I'd like them to do is kind of, wonder about what does make comedy, what does make tragedy. What I'd like for people to do is just sort of think about gender and class, and that those issues that we're still having problems with today, were of concern in Shakespeare's time as well.
The Mood Mechanicals is one of the best groups I've worked with. I don't work in groups that often, but this has definitely been one of the greatest groups I've had the honor of working with.
I like how friendly everyone is. I've definitely made a lot of friends because I kind of came to Shepherdstown knowing a grand total of 2 people, and everybody's really welcoming and nice and funny, and we all generally have the same sense of humor, which is cool.
I get to meet all different kinds of people, within your own major you don't always get to meet people outside of majors because you always have classes with people in the same major as you.
Everyone is just super energetic. We all love each other for the most part. I believe we do. And yeah, we're always willing to help each other out in tough spots, and we all get along quite well with one another.
Seeing the text on the page, come alive, is just great. And I always say this on the first night, opening night. Whenever in the future I teach these plays, it's these actors' voices that I'll hear in my head Yeah, so that probably for me is my favorite thing.
I love everyone. Come see it, and the Rudes are fun, and you should join it. Absolutely do.